Every time I play Final Fantasy X, I remember that I enjoy it more than I could recall. And every time I play Final Fantasy X-2, I remember that I enjoy it a bit less than I always think I will. Yes, I get the point. It's a cheesy Charlie's Angels take on the events following the demise of sin and the destruction of an entire religion. It's a fascinating place to set a game. Where Final Fantasy X was an introspective look at the nature of celebrity, a boy and a girl living in the shadows of their fathers, X-2 gets to analyze a space that was, up until then, fairly sparse. Say you saved the world. What have you done for us lately? I should like it more than I do, so why don't I? Regardless of what I've come upon, I know this much. This HD quote-unquote remaster certainly isn't helping.
Let's carnival!
A couple years after they saved the world, Yuna and Riku have apparently abandoned much of their clothing in favor of traveling the globe as sphere hunters, swiping relics of Spira's history that apparently hadn't been found up until that point, despite an all-powerful theocracy. Come on, every self-respecting oligarchy knows that information is the first thing you have to control. Somewhere along the line, they picked up a bunch of Albed supporters, including a Swedish pop star, a know-it-all kid who sounds way too much like Bobby Hill, and a dude who has to remind you that he was in the last game, but no one knew his name. We've also added a third angel to the team in Pain, the obligatory goth chick, whose delivery makes Daria Morgendorffer sound like Ilana Wexler.
Someone's turning Yuna into a bad girl.
Who?
Okay, we can get past all of that if the game's decent, right? Well, about that. Sure, there's a bleeding edge interpretation of the job system where your team members can switch classes mid-fight. That's freaking awesome, and I wish the rest of the battle system could keep up. Instead, we get a strange, jangling automaton of a game where attack timing is partially influenced by how far each girl has to run, if they have to run. There are weird interrupt rules. Some attacks have the wait before the attack, the wait to charge the attack, the wait for the attack to load, the wait to run up to the enemy, making what would otherwise be a fantastic flowing open-ended system kinda janky. Unless you utterly abuse it by using the lag time between dress sphere changes to allow all your girls to use their big super attacks. It's a massive learning curve, and one that I keep forgetting once I put the game down for a couple years. Sure, jarring to get back into, but it's not the end of the world. After all, those stopped happening. I'm willing to forgive it a transgression or two simply because X-2 is the rare Final Fantasy that's so non-linear it barely knows what to do with itself. You have the airship from the first hour or so of gameplay, and aside from being directed in a couple spots, you can pop down to Spira wherever and whenever you want, poke around, get in a couple side quests, and if you're lucky, and you have an extensive guide, you might just get that elusive 100% completion.
People gathered here to take part in the League's endeavors, I must say.
Final Fantasy X-2 was ambitious, perhaps dangerously so. It tried to do a lot using what were obviously Final Fantasy X's art assets and style. It tried to turn the savior of Spira into a pop idol because holy hypello did pop idols sell. It even tacked on a bunch of extra bits for the international edition like the Festivalist dress sphere because Gravity Fish is the greatest attack in the history of this series hands down. And nothing beats throwing a sandal at that tall stooge who's trying to play cut-rate Alan Rickman. If you can hear him, at least. More so than I experienced in the 10 side, this game has ridiculous sound errors that should have never made it onto shelves. I stand by my position regarding the other half of this disc. If you already have the original PS2 versions, and especially if you have access to the international copies, you're better off with them. Unless, that is, you really need to see Pain rocking the Chocobo's mysterious dungeon mask. Man, makes you almost wish there were a roguelike that used some of these mechanics.
Nice knowing you.
Wait.
Oh.